Hey guys, welcome back to the wood shop. Now today I got a pretty nice treat for you. I'm sure a lot of you guys will actually enjoy this one. So recently, with the help of the guys over at Banggood, we picked up this router lift, a very nice tool to have in your shop. Now I've had another video for this as well, included in some of the tools I picked up, mainly for routers. But this video is going to be about building a compact little router table to set this thing in. Going to be great to have in a shop, especially if you've got not a lot of space. So if you're interested in that, stick around. So if you look at this little router lift, you can see it's nicely made. Here's actually where you adjust it, and it comes with the little handle here. It's quite easy. Basically, it's a 10mm socket and an adapter, but you basically twist that thing, and it's a fine adjustment, so it's not super fast, which is a good thing, really. But you twist it one way or the other and to raise it or lower it. So a very nice feature right there. Right here, it actually comes with several of these plates that you're going to sit in here and get that leveled up. That way you're kind of closing everything in here. Some measurements if you want to go by that when you put a fence on here, that sort of thing. But I think for the most part, just having the lift itself is going to be just a game changer. A lot easier to fool with than trying to just adjust this all the time. But anyway, let's get started on the table. So for the first thing I'm going to do here, we're going to build the table, of course, but I've got some scrap wood here, some leftover pieces. Now this is a piece of oak veneered plywood that I'd picked up for another project and just have some small pieces laying around. And I'm thinking about, this is already what I feel like is a good size for the height. I don't want this thing too huge. And as you can see, we got overlap, so we can cut that off and actually make some braces in here to keep this thing good and strong. And they're both the same size, so that'll work over here. And I think as far as the width, I'm going to keep that the way it is, not do a lot of measuring. I will measure that for you, though, if you're interested in something like this. But I think first we need to figure out the length here, cut that off, and then basically it's just going to be building the box, and then we'll work on inserting that router lift. So as I mentioned, this is going to be my top just because it's what I've got. Now I would recommend, if you have it, to put a laminate on here. It's a lot slicker. It'll allow your wood to slide across. But I think, at least for now, I'm going to sand it up and just put some of this water-based poly. It'll give it kind of a smooth surface, and I'll add some wax too to let the wood slide across. But if you do have a laminate, be a good option to add that here. Okay, so for those of you that are interested, like I said, this is going to be my side pieces. And just to double check myself, that's 14 1/4. Like I said, I'm not going to mess with this. And it's about 9 3/4 tall. I think that should be plenty. And just double checking myself to make sure we're even on both pieces. And we are. So this being 14 1/4 long, I'm actually just going to flush that up on one end. Mark it. And this tabletop piece, like I said, overall it was about 19 5/16. We don't need that much. We're going to do the 14 as I mentioned, and then from side to side, it's about 19 3/16. And I am going to leave that, give us plenty of surface room. Now that could be a little large. You can make that as big or as little as you want. You just want to make sure you got yourself enough room to maneuver your wood on here and have this router lift sitting in here. And also, you don't actually have to have a router lift to do this. You can literally just take the router and the router base, turn that upside down and mount it in here and still kind of have the same function. You just don't get the lift part of it. But anyway, let's get this squared up here, marked, and we'll cut that. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Get this flushed up. Mark it. And take a straight edge. And you can use a long square here if you want to do that. I think this will be just fine though. And we'll take that to the table saw and cut it off. Now we'll do the other leg, we'll call it, the other side of the table. And I'll get the worst looking pieces, so it's the inside. Not really going to matter, but you know, it's shop furniture, but we'll make it look as good as we can. And I don't have a shop vac over here to have this thing hooked to dust collection or anything. That'll change hopefully later, because it is a chore cleaning all this up. So this is 100% not necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and add glue to this as well. Just so in case the screws decide to turn loose, which I don't think they will, but just double security, we'll call it. And I've just got a parallel clamp here just to kind of keep this in place while we put the screws in. Now I flip it over and do the other side. And pretty simply, we've just got essentially a 3-sided box. And as I mentioned, we're going to put some plates here so that when I clamp it down, it can stay good and strong without moving around. And then we can add this cutout for the top and maybe a brace through here just to keep it good and strong. So I couldn't seem to find instructions that came with this thing, but it's for the most part pretty self-explanatory. It does come with a template here they want you to cut out. At first I thought the way this one worked is you cut a certain diameter so far, and then you cut a smaller diameter inside, and then your table would sit on that. They don't actually have it set up that way, which you could still do that. This one actually has these pieces in here. When you actually cut this, these will actually screw in from underneath, and then the top of your router lift sits on top of these, and you can see these are threaded so that it attaches to it. Now the way that I actually seen you online doing it, you set this up, drill a hole, and then run this pattern bit through here. But to be honest with you, I do not like cutting anything 3/4 with a pattern bit. There's just too much chance for that thing to go a little crazy. So what I'm going to do is get this set. They do come with double-sided tape. We'll lock that down, and I'll just take a jigsaw and cut real close to the edge of it. Then we'll come back with this and just trim that up. Be a lot nicer, and you know, no trouble with that router jumping out of your hands. But right now we're going to measure this, get it set even from side to side, top to bottom. And that should be good. So we're pretty much dead center. We'll get this glued down, and then we'll cut it out. I'm just going to start right here in the corner. And then we'll go with the jigsaw. So I've let this sit overnight, let the glue dry, do everything it's going to do. Plus it was a work night. Today's my day off. But we're going to go ahead and add the pieces I was talking about. It acts sort of as feet where we can clamp this down. And then we can attach the router lift, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Now you can go through here and add T-tracks and fences and all that stuff. This is basically just the most basic router table that'll serve that purpose. And we may add some other things later on too, but for right now, I think this is going to do it. The main purpose of this was show you how to build it, especially if you had a router lift. But like I said, you don't have to have the router lift. But for right now, we're going to use these pieces here. I'm not going to cut them any narrower or anything like that. I'm just going to cut them to length here. I'm just going to match them up, mark them, cut them, attach them, and then we can attach the router lift, and we call this thing done. So as you can see, what I was going for here, just these little feet or whatever you want to call them, allows me to clamp that right on the bench. And once we get our router lift in here, good and solid, it won't be moving anywhere, so you don't have to worry about, the table moving itself, getting, dangerous while that little bits are moving. Good and solid. Now let's mount the router lift. So as you can see, the way these little adapters work, so this sits in here, and there is a little bit of movement. So what I'm going to do is put a screw in the center one. That way, if there's any little bit of wiggle room, I've got it. And then once you get your router lift in, it attaches with machine screws from the top down through these threaded holes. We'll do 4 of them, and I'll do, like I said, 1 in each corner, at least for the time being. And then we'll come back once we got it bolted down and add the rest. But now what they sent was a much longer screw than what we'll use for here, because it would stick out the top. So I've found some. They're not ideal, but hopefully they'll work. So let's see how this goes. Okay, we are going to have to raise that up a little bit. Seems like there was some set screws or something we could put in here to raise that up. We'll get working on that because it's a little bit low. Okay, so we've got it in there. It's good and flush now. Looks good in there. The little template was pretty close. We ended up sanding that to get it good and smooth and good and tight. I did have a little issues. Now, I mentioned this thing does not have any kind of instructions that I could find. But getting this level, it was a little bit lower than the top, so we had to come up with a creative solution to make that work. End up sticking some washers underneath the bolts, but as you know, putting those under there, you're either going to drop your bolts or your washers. So we come up with putting a little bit of painter's tape on the top side of the bolts so they wouldn't drop out. Got those started and set in there, but it's in there flush, and like I said, it fits nice. Now, probably my favorite feature of this router lift is just the fact of the lift itself, and the fact that you can raise this thing all the way up here, and you don't have to try to take the router out to do your bit changes. You can do them right here from the top. And we got a nice little round over, good and smooth. We'll try a couple more bits in here, but I think this is going to be a good little router table. Nice little detail right there too, good and smooth. Yeah, this is gonna be a great little addition to my shop, your shop, whatever you decide to add this to. It's gonna be a great one. Nice little router lift as well. I have a link to that in the description, of course. So guys, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. And as I mentioned, even though this is the most basic, iteration of this, you can always add a lot of things. I can always come out and add a piece here where I can clamp down a fence, or I can add some T-track in here to do the same thing. But for the most part, it's just very basic. As you've seen, we ran a couple pieces of wood through there, giving it a round over or a little cove detail. So it's very nice. I can't say enough good things about this. I really recommend doing something similar to this, especially if you've got a small shop. But anyway, that's going to bring it to the end of this video. I appreciate you watching. Let me know what your thoughts is on this. Give me a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you.